to the 5, day 52 since the attack on our guys in Benghazi. We've covered it every day on this program. But where has the liberal mainstream media been, and how have they been covering the story? We'll get to them in a minute. But first, remember this.
We will bring to justice those who took them from us.
Keep that soundbite in mind. Today, we learned that secret emails were sent to the Obama administration, specifically the State Department, suggesting the consulate in Benghazi was in imminent danger. That would refute the White House claims that A, they weren't forewarned, and B, the attacks were spontaneous reactions to a movie. Additionally, today, the FBI has gained access to the alleged leader of the attack, who has been in jail in Tunisia. Thanks to the president? Nope. Thanks to Republican Senator Lindsey Graham. Why has it taken so long to get this guy, to get to this guy? Why did it take a Republican senator to do what the commander-in-chief should have done weeks ago? I got to start with you, Bob. I got to start.
You really have to?
I have to start with you because there's more. It's like Brett Baer warned us last night. He said you're going to start to see a whole lot of new information coming out day after day, and sure enough.
Here's the good news. I assume the story will not be playing. We won't be doing the story on Wednesday.
I will make sure we do.
All I can say is the CIA pushed back here today. We found out that the ambassador and his aide died within an hour of this attack, which means that nobody could have gotten there to save him. There were no military people on the ground. There were CIA agents on the ground. The CIA has pushed back twice today, saying that they were moving to help them. There is an awful lot of information here that I think is, look, did they handle it right? No, they didn't handle it right. They handled it poorly. But is there some kind of cover-up or some, as our producer says, an epic cover-up here? I mean, it's gotten out of hand, frankly.
And what do you think? There's a race to the finish line. No, Tuesday is the finish line, and you have the Obama administration trying to get there before whatever we find out comes out.
Yeah, I think they were hoping that the video story and the cover-up would take them past election, but we see that that's not the case. And to me, there's really three failures. The failure not to secure it in advance, the failure to not help rescue them while it was happening, and then the red herring with the video, and now we see the bungling after. How did the media get into the consulate to get the ambassador's diary? How did the New York Times have better intelligence on where the suspect was drinking mango juice than our own president did? Why was the suspect then, when he was sent to Turkey, not extradited back to Gitmo by the United States? Why has all of this been bungled from the beginning, middle, and end? And frankly, the FBI should not be over there investigating that crime. They should be in the White House investigating the crime that happened there.
I'm going to get these guys in. Dana, could President Obama have attained access through the FBI a lot sooner? Why did it take Lindsey Graham to get it? To the detainee? To the detainee in Tunisia.
Right. So interrogation and intelligence gathering is the most important thing, is to get to somebody as quickly as you can and get their information before they shut up. That's simple, basic FBI procedure. But not just for FBI, it's intelligence, and to find out, are there other attacks being planned? Who else might be in this person's web? Get their cell phone. So he's been chilling with the Tunisians for weeks, and he's probably got his story all straight in his mind. And so I think it's good that we're going to start to talk to him now, but it is fairly late, and I don't know why our relationship wasn't such that we could have talked to him. We could not have talked to him before.
Has anybody seen a shred of evidence that this is a terrorist attack was picked up by intelligence before the day it happened?
No, and that's a problem.
Before it happened.
Before it happened, yeah.
Yeah, this email that Catherine Herridge broke last night, Herridge or Jennifer Griffin broke last night, saying that they warned them that there's the tie to Al-Qaeda and they were in imminent danger.
There's a drip of facts that are coming out about this over the last 6 weeks. Unfortunately, the media is Obama's raincoat, which keeps him completely dry throughout this. But the fact remains, if you want to stick to this story, and I'll say it again, all you got to ask is one question. Who pushed the video? That's the strand on that sweater that unravels the Obama sweater of deception. There's no viable explanation for pushing that video. This is the most bogus investigation since O.J. vowed to find Nicole's killer.
Remember that our law enforcement arrested the maker, an American citizen, for exercising his First Amendment rights. Yeah. He's still in jail.
There.
Before they could talk to this guy who was in Tunisia.
Can I jump to this? Because we kind of teased at the top of the block. We want to talk about the mainstream media, ABC, NBC, and CBS this whole week. You know how many stories Ange, you know how many stories, how many times they touched Libya this week on their nightly evening broadcast?
I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say 0.
You're 100% right.
Yeah, it's not surprising. And what's interesting is that they were engaged in the beginning. They were all very engaged, and they came out fangs blazing. But why did they come out? They came out against Mitt Romney.
And the video.
And the video. So they purported that lie. Now, we know that. And they tried to use it as an opportunity when there were 4 dead Americans to take down Mitt Romney. The minute Romney backed off, they just disappeared and helped go along with this
Bob,
whole
at
situation.
least, wait, let me, may I please?
Not all of them, not all of them, but...
Can you at least agree with us that these networks should be covering this story?
Yes, they should.
Why aren't they?
I have no idea, Eric. I assume they're part of the grand conspiracy and the cover-up that's going on. They probably meet in the White House every morning, and they get their directions of what they're supposed to cover in the news. You just cited the New York Times as somebody who got intelligence on the ground, who got evidence on the ground. The New York Times had a reporter on the ground who said that this attack was a terrorist attack. This group was one of many who said they had some connection with Al Qaeda, and this group did see the video and did get upset about it. Now, I mean, you could say, if you want to cite the New York Times, and cite what they say on these other things.
All right. We're back to that. We're back to the video. Next.